about the recipe. It's like a family recipe. Ah! I feel like that's how I look this morning. Frank obviously feels the same way. Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. If I'm a new face to you, my name is Lauren, aka Lauren Page Reads on Instagram and TikTok. And today I would like to do a snow day weekend reading vlog. I live in the South. I think we got about 2 inches of snow. When I lived up north, this would just be normal. For me, this means I am now snowed in for a little bit. I don't have plans to go anywhere today. Saturday, no plans. Tomorrow, I would love to go to church. I don't know how the roads look. Instead of like being sad and molting and just, I don't know, being too much of a homebody. You know, like when you're like in the mood to be a homebody and when you're in the mood to not be a homebody, but you're forced to be a homebody. I found that making these vlogs helped me be like a happy homebody. So that's what I'm doing. I also feel like my hair looks like trash right now. And I'm stopped up for some reason. Oh, this is definitely not a Stanley, but I got this cup at Michael's on clearance for $5. So today I am determined to be productive and just stay cozy and warm, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me for that. I'm gonna go ahead and make my coffee, and then the best way I can do this is like make a list of everything that I would like to get done today. I do have, I have 9 minutes of a sea of unspoken things left to finish. For some reason, I could not keep my eyes open last night and finish it. There's that. I'm listening to a novel love story by Ashley Poston, and then my book of the month box came in, and I would love to open that today and see if either of the books that I chose, because I can't remember what I chose, if either of those I would like to read physically. So there we go. I'm gonna go make my coffee and make my to-do list. There's like a couple hills here and there in my apartment complex, and there's like 1 or 2 kids out sledding. I think they were either in laundry baskets or on baking sheets or something. So I can like hear their like little happiness shouts every now and then, which is just so sweet, because I remember on snow days, like one of my favorite things was sledding in the backyard that I had growing up. So I'm just really glad that there's some other kids out there sledding and enjoying life in the snow, because it's really rare around here. This is the first time I've actually seen more than a dusting on the ground in North Carolina. Back to the book. The book got its happy ending, which I'm very thrilled about. Now, since I finished a book, I am gonna go try to raid my yarn tote and see if I have a corresponding color for like this light. You can't see it, I'll just put the cover up. A light yellow. I have some blues that I'll work with, but I only have like a golden yellow, like what I used for Iron Flame, and that just doesn't match. You kind of can't see it. It's not showing up. It's a little bit brighter in real life. I want to see if I have like a pastel yellow. And if I don't, I'll just use what I have, because this is kind of a scrappy blanket for the time being, but I am really enjoying it. So I pull from the cover, and that's how I make my little things. So like yesterday I listened to Ward D. So this is Ward D's Square. I finished 4 books already this year, and it's the 11th. 2 of them were audiobooks. 2 were audiobooks, so you know, the squares are kind of fun. Like, they're kind of stupid and fun, and it's like a reward for finishing a book. I get to crochet a little bit. While I crochet, I'm gonna listen to Ashley Poston's A Novel Love Story. Also, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. There's a podcast here on, it's like a bookish podcast, It Gets Good podcast, with Hannah, Michaela, and Kylie, and they say Ashley Poston as in post office. So I'm just going with that. I'm really sorry, Miss Poston, if you are seeing this and I'm saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry. But the book is heartbreakingly beautiful, and I'm only like 3 hours in and I'm addicted to it. So we're gonna be listening to a lot of that book today. Maybe we'll finish a 5th book today. Like, good Lord. So set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
Alexa, stop. Okay, I guess I should update you right as my furnace kicks on. I swear, this furnace in this old apartment is like so weird. Like, I mean, it's just part of a charm of living in an older place, but man, I burned my popcorn. It was disgusting. I was not in the mood for gummy bears, unfortunately, so I'll just put them in a baggie and save them. But Caraval was just what I was looking for. I've read 120 pages of it so far. I'm on chapter 13, night 1 of Caraval. That's how I'm gonna be saying it. The sticker struggled to come off, which, you know, the struggle of that. It's just so delicious, and like, I can remember why I stayed up so late when it had first come out. Like, what year had it come out? 2017. And I like stayed up and read it all night. I remember why now. It is so utterly lovely to read. Also, like, can we just take a moment to appreciate the sunlight in my apartment? It is lovely, and I love this time of day in my apartment, and I usually don't get to see it, so this is a treat. Yeah, I've just been here on the couch for a while. I wanted a snack because I didn't want to eat dinner at like 3. My tea was really good. It just gets really bitter. I don't know if it has anything to do with the tea. I only steeped it 5 minutes. I am gonna go ahead and reheat some dinner I made last night. I made chicken and brown rice, or chicken and rice, whatever you want to call it. It's a recipe from my grandmother. I don't know if she created it or she like clipped the recipe from some magazine years ago, but it is a lovely, comforting like meal. I'm gonna make some biscuits first though. I'm not making the biscuits. I'm essentially reheating biscuits that are frozen, but they're good Southern biscuits. They taste perfect every single time, so I'm gonna make those and honestly just continue reading. I might see if there's like a Caraval themed, oh, what are those called? Like not atmosphere, one of those things on YouTube that I love, and see if there's like a Caraval themed one. That would be really fun. That would just be so lovely. So I need to get the oven turned on and thaw out the biscuits, and then I'll try to find a YouTube, maybe something. I want some noise. I haven't really watched TV much. Oh, also, I only have 2 hours left of my audiobook. I listened to a lot of it today when I was doing my cleaning and tidying up. No, I have not hung my gallery wall like I wanted to today, but there's always tomorrow and I'm okay with that. I did my laundry. That was like a major task today that required me to go out in the snow a lot. Almost all of the snow is melted, so now it's just like cold, slushy yuckiness. I don't know, I'm just really loving this book. I did unbox my Book of the Month Club pick. I'm kind of surprised by my pick. It's under 200 pages. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was like, I want to get a book of the month and I don't want to pick from another month that I already missed. I don't know what I did. I got Andromeda. I'll put a cover up here somewhere for y'all to see. But like, it's less than 200 pages. I was just kind of surprised. Like, I wouldn't have thought, because I would consider that a novella. Whatever. I guess I showed y'all. No, I didn't, did I? Here is my square for A Sea of Unspeakable Things. I found this like nice light green, and I know green isn't in the sunrise, but the cover, at least on my phone, looked kind of green. Also, for a novel love story, I need to make that little square. I don't need to make that little square, but to make that little square, I need a royal blue yarn. I only have navy and light, and I also am already thinking ahead for like this cover and like the next couple covers I intend to read. I need to get a black and I need to get like a vibrant red. Just kind of planning ahead, because like as I look at like my TBR, a lot of the covers have red, like vibrant red in them, especially like fantasy books. I think I just need to get 3 balls of yarn tomorrow. It does look like I'm going to be able to go to church, so I'm very excited about that. And then afterwards we will run to Michael's and grab the yarn that I need, and then come back and have lunch, put up the gallery wall. But like right now, I just really want to have a chill Saturday night with ambiance. That's what it's called. Ambiance going. So let's start on dinner so I can be able to eat around 5:30 or 5:45. Oh, I've done really good on water today. I've had a whole big boy already. It's amazing what these can do to motivate you to drink water. So long update, but let's go put away snacks, tidy up, and get dinner going. I told you, the perfect southern biscuit. Well, butter my biscuit. I know it doesn't look crazy, but this is like one of my favorite comfort meals. I'll ask my mom if I can share the recipe with you. Hey, pups. Guys, I'm texting my mom about the recipe because it's like a family recipe. Like in her cookbook that she wrote in, it says like, who is the recipe from? And she goes, my mom. So meaning my grandma. And so my grandma's sick right now, or I would have called her today, but I was like, hey mama, can I share the recipe? And she's like, sure, it's your grandma's. And I'm like, okay, do I need to ask for permission, or can I, like, would she be cool with it? And she replied, she'll be fine with it. She probably found it on the back of one of those, oh, what are they called? Yeah, a Lipton onion soup at one time. Because it's like an ingredient that gives it like all of its flavor, besides the very little amount of paprika. But just weird type of stuff is where our family recipes come from. So I guess my grandma's fine with me sharing it. It's just, it really cracked me up. Also, I want to give a shout out to this YouTube channel, like while I have you here. It's called Vault, the Vault of Ambiance. Can't remember what the girl's name is who makes all of these videos and everything, but she does a really good job. Like, they don't have a lot of motion in them. My battery died. Anyways, these videos don't have like a lot of motion in them, but they always have good music. Like one of hers that I really like is the Witcher Tavern one. It's like jaunty medieval music, what you would expect. The one I'm watching right now is called Enchanting Fairy Cottage in the Middle of the Forest, night version. But this one is like jaunty, like a little peppy. So I'm thinking it might take this from being like scary into being a fun adventure. Because I'm like, all the red flags. I'm like, let's make it into an adventure. So that's what I'm doing. I'll get back to it. I just need to tell you about my grandmother's secret apparently with this recipe, which just really cracks me up. Time is so weird in this book. Okay, so I have transferred to nighttime me. I've gotten a shower. I've put on pajamas, even though I'm wearing the same sweatshirt from dinner, but I just had that on for like a couple hours. I am thoroughly enjoying this book. I'm over halfway. Bookly says that I have an hour and a half of reading left with my rate of reading. Really enjoying this book. Hold on, I need to talk to you about a part of it. I don't think Julian is Legend. I can't believe her dad is there. Like, I've read this book years ago, but I've forgotten it, and I think I got it confused with the Night Circus because I read it around the same time. Or maybe I've never read this book and I just thought I'd read it, but I'd really read the Night Circus. I really like Julian. The disjointed writing in this book is like really setting it. It's not like we see every single step of the way. Like, we are getting like snippets, which makes it like, the best way I can think of it is like just as crazy and like daydreamy, and the only word I have for it doesn't feel right, but like hallucinogenic for the reader, which is weird. She just got her gown and now the color's different. It's white. I can't believe Julian is Rosa's sister. I do think Julian is the man that she is marrying, or Legend is the man that Scarlett is supposed to be marrying. Because there's this one line in chapter 24 and it says, he keeps pressing this issue and he says, don't you think it's strange you don't even know the name of the man you're marrying? And then kind of before that he's like, my family is well connected, blah blah blah. The fortune teller guy was like, you know, I kind of can't define good and honest, and Julian has said, I am not good. I don't know why he would have been kissing Donatella when he first found his bride to be. I've got a lot of questions. Also, I really want Julian to just like her dad. That would be really cool. I don't think that's gonna happen, but that would be really cool. Should I try to finish this book tonight? Probably not. Am I going to? I think I will. Also, since it's not a Kindle book, I kind of like have to sit up and read it, which means like I'm not gonna fall asleep really while reading it. I only fall asleep with my Kindle like when I'm laying down. I actually could finish this book tonight. I've got my water. I've already done my nighttime routine. It's only 9 p.m. Like, that seems like really crazy, but yeah, Frank's sleeping out on the sofa right now. I'll try to lure him in here in a little bit, but I'm gonna keep going with this book and see how far I get. It would be really, I don't know what it is about this book, but I'm sucked in and I want to figure out who Legend really is. It was kind of crazy that her grandmother is Annalise, who Legend got his gift to like marry in a way. And it also explains like why she told so many stories of him and why Donatella and Scarlett were both like enthralled by the stories and like by his magic. I'm trying to think of the right words. It was like as if she was trying to warn them, but by warning them she drew them closer to him. Like how fairy tales are supposed to warn you to like follow the rules or that type of stuff, but all she did was like lead them closer to him, but not with the intention of doing so. Anyways, I think Julian is her husband, which would be really cool if he was not some nasty count and if instead it was Julian. I'll keep you guys updated, don't worry. You will get my thoughts for the rest of this book, I think. What a good snow day reading vlog. I'm binge reading an entire book. So after church tomorrow, I might also be stopping at Barnes & Noble to get the next two. Also, I think I'm ready to get my bookshelves. I want to get like 2 or 3 bookshelves for my bedroom, so I think I'm ready to get them. Might just get one for the time being and just keep going, like get one a month for a while. But I'm definitely ready. If it had not snowed, that's what I would have been doing today. So I'm gonna get to reading. I'll see you guys later. So I've got some news. I did not finish reading Caraval last night. I have less than 100 pages to go. I should only have like an hour of reading left. I read for about an hour after I last checked in with y'all. I did not do another check-in. No, Julian is not the Count. The Count is weird. Also, Julian is not Legend, but he was working with Legend. He made Rosa up. which, like, man. Okay, so I read from there to my bookmark. But today's Sunday. Today is the day I will venture out in the snow. Yay! I am about ready. Well, I'm about to go get ready for church. I'm very excited to go and see my friends and just worship. Really looking forward to it. Like, and then after church, I need to go. I'm debating if I want to go to Target or not. Maybe I'll see if like Target can do a pickup order. If I can do Target pickup, I'm gonna see if I can get Legendary, which is the second book in this series. If I can't, I might just go in and see and like get my coffee creamer and see if they have the second book. If not, then I'll run to Barnes & Noble, and then I need to go to Michael's and get my yarn. Whew. What a day. I'm tired. I don't know if I slept good or not. I feel like I slept good, but like I'm also tired, so I don't think I slept good. This is just like a really trippy book, so I'm planning on finishing it today. I can't believe I read so much of it yesterday. Just waiting for my coffee to cool off. So I'm gonna see if I can do a Target pickup order. That would make my life so much easier. Hello, you are getting the ring light version of me because I kind of forgot to vlog today. Woo! So I guess I'll update y'all. Church was lovely. And then I got invited out to have lunch with a group of people from my church that I've never really hung out with before, but I want to get to know them better. So we all went to Chipotle, had a nice little lunch, and got to grow those connections a little bit more, learn more about them. The couples that were there, they each had babies, so it was like so fun to see the babies. Like, then I came home and, well, I had a Target pickup order because the Target that I wanted to go to didn't have all the stuff I wanted, but there was another Target that had the stuff I wanted. Now, I did not get the second book in the Caraval series because no Targets in my area carried it. And I have like 3 in my area, I think. But none of them carried it. It had to be shipped, and I just did not feel like doing it. Also, by the time I got done with lunch, I just wanted to get home. But I did go to Michael's, and I guess I'll show you what I got at Michael's, even though it's not exciting. It's just the 3 colors of yarn that I mentioned. Red, I couldn't find a black, but I found this like heathered black. So very nice. So I think it'll give it a little bit of dimension, which I'm fine with. And then blue, it's not like as dark as I wanted, but whatever, it's fine. I'm not being like horribly picky. So I made the square for A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston while I was like listening to the last hour of it, and it turned out really cute, I think. Yes, the yellow is not as bright, but whatever. I think it captures the cover really well. Somebody should have warned me that like the last 2.5 hours of that book would break me a little bit, and then the last 20 to 30 minutes would then heal that brokenness. That was a beautiful book. I believe I'm rating it 4.5 stars. I've rated all the other books that I've read this year so far either 3.5 to 4, and I think book number 5 of 2025 is a 4.5. That was gorgeous. That was absolutely lovely. It perfectly describes what it feels like to kind of like have your heart broken over not getting the happily ever after that you wanted and had hoped and dreamed for your last relationship, and attempting to heal from that, no matter like to what degree that was. But it kind of captured it perfectly, where you like want to live in that happiness, but you know you need to like grow and move on and find out who you are as a person. And then it was also beautiful that like Anders, yeah, he left like a week or 10 days after, whatever, but after she had left, but he didn't immediately go to her. He was like, I wanted to be the man that you deserve. So I put in the work, I put in the time. And there was just something so beautiful about that. And she also put in the work and put in the time, and she traced her dream that she hadn't realized, like, where she had realized, but it was, she needed somebody to help her kind of like finish the thought. You know what I mean? And Anders was that, but he wasn't there building and like doing it and like It wasn't like she couldn't have done it without him, which also just like reaffirmed something that is sometimes annoying to me in romance books of like, you always need the man to solve the problem, and like you don't. And in this one, yeah, Prue's fiance was there helping, whatnot, but Elsie didn't need to have somebody there. She could find the fulfillment on her own. But when her person did arrive, there was not like a greater sense of fulfillment, but there was a different sense of fulfillment with having both of these pieces mesh together. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I don't know. I'm probably rambling. So that is my square for A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. You'll see this one more time. We are 12 days into January 2025, and I have finished 5 books already. I'm gonna work on finishing number 6, and I also have that square done because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it tonight. And if I don't do it right now while I have the 30 minutes to do it, I probably won't get to it, and I know I'm gonna finish it. It's not like I'm gonna be a DNF. I don't think I'll include DNFs in my blanket. I would probably just do like a blank space for them, which would be hilarious. I showed you my one for A Sea of Unspoken Things. I just had to peek at my Kindle real quick. Yeah, so these two will be side by side on the blanket, which I think is really cute. Here's another look, all 3 of them, which is just so fun. I think it's really cool to see kind of all the covers. I think I only spent $15 on the yarn, so not bad. I was just trying to buy whatever colors I could find. I did not get videos of the yarn store because I was talking to my mother, aka my very best friend in the world, and I actually truly do mean that. We were chatting and I was at Michael's, and sometimes when I'm talking with her, it's hard to like focus 100% on our conversation or 100% on the task that I have at hand, and it's like either one or the other. Caravals, did I call it the Night Circus? Hopefully not. I keep getting them mixed up. I think I need to read the Night Circus too and like clear it out in my head. But anyways, there's Caraval's little cover, because my cover has the blue star in the middle. The red was more eye-catching and drew the eye a little bit more, and then black. So I've also been using it as a weight to weigh down my squares. So I think that'll keep me motivated to always have a physical read so I can weigh down my squares and like make them take their shape. Yeah, I think once I hit 10, I'll sew the whole strip together and then I'll have a strip of 10. Maybe I'll do like a color on the outside for each of them, because I do have a really pretty blue, and since it snowed in January, I think snow color will be best. And then like pink for February Valentine's Day. I'm glad I got a coffee table with storage, because it's storing literally all of my yarn right now. Oh, do you want to see? Here, hold on. What do you think? I don't know how to tighten it. I could be a spy. I don't really wear ball caps, but this is what I got in my Book of the Month club. Hopefully you could see that box. I don't know how I got this. I do like that it is literally denim, so it'll match whatever outfit I'm wearing, except for when I'm around children, because I don't want children to see this word and then ask me what that word means. But if I'm hanging out with like my book friends, I really feel like I could be a spy. Okay, well that's my hat. But I'm gonna have dinner and try to finish reading Caraval tonight, because I would really love to finish this book and not have it like floating in my head for work, because then that would be 3 books I finish this weekend. That would be pretty cool. And then I need to read, there's a book I got from my library. I think I got it delivered to my Kindle. Maybe I didn't get it delivered to my Kindle. Legend Born. Oh, she goes to UNC Chapel Hill. That's cool. It's like an hour away from me. Okay, so yeah, I need to read Legend Born because it's due in a couple weeks, so that'll be my next read, and it'll be on my Kindle from Libby. But yeah, So I'm gonna go ahead, let me see, I'm gonna take my leftover Chipotle to work tomorrow for my lunch and have the rest of my chicken and brown rice tonight for dinner and read Caraval, and I'm probably gonna put on another ambiance.